All right, guys, what's going on? If you're new, it's Big Nugget, and I live and travel full-time out of this 1993 Chevy G20. Now, right now, for the month of September, I was spending time in Oregon, and my plan was to spend September in Oregon and October in Washington. So, sometime shortly here, we will be migrating to be in Washington, even though, like I said, technically we're already here. But, I mean, Vancouver, Washington is equivalent to being in Portland, Oregon. So we've been hanging out here, and today is just kind of a chill day. I'm just gonna kind of take y'all along with me and show y'all what a regular, normal day of just kind of chilling, hanging out in van life looks like. We're gonna get a couple chores done, and that's all on the agenda today. I got some new stuff I'll introduce y'all to, and apart from that, just kind of hanging out. And whenever like things aren't really going on, this is kind of what a normal day looks like. I'm gonna wash some clothes. I'm gonna organize and clean up in here. I got a little bit of dishes to wash, and then I'll do like a little package reveal, whatever, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy, just show y'all kind of what I got. And yeah, that'll be about it. Nothing fancy, nothing, you know, more kind of a realistic dive into what goes on. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna get over to the washateria. We'll get things washed up. I'll get my clothes clean, wash my sheets. Yeah, so let's get on it. So this is actually the Columbia River, and this kind of in a way acts as like the border between Oregon and Washington. So right now we're leaving from the Portland side. I was just over there real quick, but over here, literally right across the Columbia River, is Washington. So just a quick little fun fact. I'll probably throw like a map up here just to give like a visual representation of kind of how Washington and Oregon's divided right here along the river. Alright, so I came outside and I just got my clothes washing in there. So while they're washing, I figured I'd come out here and I will go over the things that I've got. I guess let's go ahead and get started. So previously I've had this for quite some time, which is a little Coleman butane stove. So it works by, you know, you get a little can of butane, there's your fuel, you put it in, you know, you hook it up and then turn it on, and then boom, now this is how you can cook. But after this one, I had upgraded to a little 2-burner kind of situation that y'all see me use here lately. And I would usually put it up here, right here on the table, and it would just kind of extend about this far, and I'd cook up, whatever. Anyway, that one broke, so which that leads me to what the upgrades are. I've got this, I picked this up from Walmart today. It's like a Coleman double burner, pretty much the same thing, just supposedly, well, based off like how long these seem to last for people that sell them on Marketplace. This one seems to be pretty durable, so I'm hoping this one gives us a little more life. And yeah, that's it. So this is our new oven, new stove. Let me go ahead and crack that thing open and check it out. And these are pretty like, you know, reasonably priced for how much these things cost. Like a double burner stove, this one's pretty cheap. This one's about 60 bucks, but I mean, they could run up to like over $100 easily. So this is a good affordable option. And Coleman, I mean, they seem to make some pretty decent stuff. I mean, I guess it's all subjective, but let's see our new kitchen stove here. Yeah, nah, it feels nice and durable. Got a good amount of weight to it. And here we go. Looks like we got a 1-latch system. Opens up, comes with little wind block sides, the wings. And then this also is a double burner. This here is our little propane arm. If I can get it out. Okay, zip tie. Okay, let's just do this. Here we go. Here we go. Boom, just like that. This is our little arm that hooks up to the propane that feeds it into the cooker or the stove top. Pretty self-explanatory. And then go ahead and slap this thing back on. Oh. We've got our new stove top. Doesn't necessarily feel as trustworthy right here. I need to come up with something to provide some support on this side. And I think the propane, yeah, the propane connects right here, which means it'll probably hang off just a little bit. So I need to develop something that'll kind of give us a leg support and maybe even us out. But yeah, now here's our new stove. And then moving on from the stove. Okay, so I started out, originally I just had a butane burner, which, I mean, you can get a lot done with that. I mean, it's really, you can get away with that for ever, really. But this is really, it's nice having 2 burners at times. For me, I like it, I prefer it, and it's just cool. But like I said, I previously had this one, and this one's kind of falling apart. The legs, one of them's broke off, so it kind of makes it unstable when I'm trying to use my oven. All these are, you know, it's time to retire it. So we got a new one, and this is an Ozark Trail one. It's like 10 bucks cheaper than the Coleman, and honestly, they feel, as far as quality, they feel the exact same. So I was like, you know what, we're just gonna save money and get the Ozark Trail one. And Ozark Trail makes some pretty good, they make some pretty good stuff too, man. Don't sleep on Ozark Trail. They're pretty much the great value brand of outdoor camping stuff. Or just outdoor stuff in general, because I think they make like fishing gear and stuff like that too. Yeah, so I mean, this is the same, you know. And you get your little countertop piece right here. It goes on top. We'll go ahead and recycle this butane bottle out of the old one. And just like that. There we go. Back in action. Alright, so now we got a new butane burner, which really I needed in order to use the oven. Furthermore, because I just do not trust this whatsoever, especially when it's sitting inside of here and in a place that you know, is a little risky. I do not want anything heat related falling over and burning down the van. Let's see what else we got. Oh, wait a minute. Along with that, I picked up this Tupperware, and the stuff inside of it wasn't included, but when I was checking out, I just put it in there. I've got this new rocket burner, and this right here is an essential piece that I've been wanting for quite some time. And I'll go ahead and crack it open for y'all, and I guess give y'all the gist of how this thing works. But I wanted one of these because I want to get into like backpack camping, and just because I mean they're really convenient. When I was with Sonic back in Colorado, if y'all watched that video, he had one of these and he used it like full time. But you know, I mean, and it worked well for him. He cooked, I mean, the dude cooked a freaking jambalaya on it. The dude cooked he cooked everything on it. And this pretty much is our stovetop little oven piece that looks like this is your propane attachment. It just screws on this way, and then propane bottle. Just kind of plug and play. We're going to turn off our so this is our I'm about to get sauced up in here. All right, so now that we got this on, we've got these little micro legs. They just kind of come around. I guess it provides us a good top to sit a pot on top of, or cup, or whatever you're heating up. And then we go ahead, turn our little knob, give it a little fuel, and then boom. And that's that. So this here is a very convenient, lightweight, and affordable option to go ahead and heat some stuff. And like I said, I want to get into backpacking and camping, and this right here is going to just making sure it's not hot, or see how hot it is. So this is going to be very easy to just throw in a bag, throw a propane in a bag, and just kind of keep it rolling. So I'm super excited about this stuff. I've been wanting this particular item for quite some time, and we've also upgraded some other gear. Along with that, I just got like a little dual propane bottle, and I got this little Tupperware, or I mean this kind of tub, and this is so I can organize the stuff that I'm keeping on my passenger seat that's kind of like in the way. And that's just like I've been keeping some stuff that I cook with regularly over there. Let me move out the way so they can get in. All right, guys, now that we're out the way, tub, storage bin, and I'm gonna put this stuff right here that I've got all in the passenger seat. We'll store it, and I can't remember if I said, but this is the stuff that typically I access on a regular when I want to cook, like some Pam butter flavored spray. I'm gonna put this in here. Let's see, tortillas. I kind of use them frequently. Just kind of, I guess, my preference for van life convenient stuff. A little bit of oil. Half a bag of rice. We'll go ahead and twist that back up and get that stored in there. Oven mitts. I guess I'll put this on the bottom, because when I use the oven, I've been using these mitts. Boom, boom. My Valentina hot sauce, always on that. Every time I make my little Spanish egg situation. Some Tony's. Typically I use Slappy Mama, but when I went, they didn't have any, so I got this, and it was cool. My multi-purpose season pack. I actually use this every time I make my eggs. It's really easy. I just grab this, and it's enough. It kind of covers everything. Some flour. Really don't need this out up here in my everyday bag, but I just put it here. And I guess let's see, do a little switcheroo here. Put our bags at the bottom. That like that. Just kind of force it on down in there. Can opener. Use that for rotel pretty often. And it pretty much clears up the passenger seat. I actually grabbed this when I was changing my tire the other day because the winter's coming up and I did not know where this was. Even though it's super cheap, I didn't want to have to rebuy one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the front. That's pretty much it. That clears up everything that I keep in my passenger seat. And even though it's like not much, it's little things like that that really help you stay organized living this way. And it's super easy to get cluttered, man. So you've got to take some kind of preventative action. And now I can either keep it in the seat like this and let it chill in the box to where all I gotta do is pull one thing out the way, or I can keep it in the middle of the seats where I keep my toolbox and just keep it out the way. And just like that, got the passenger seat opened up, got the stuff organized in the middle. Now we got this to throw away, big box of garbage now, trash bag. And yeah, once we dispose of that, that's pretty much all I gotta do today. It's kind of simple. And right about now, the clothes should be done, so I'm about to head back in there, throw them in the dryer, and then we'll just kind of hang out. All right, guys. Well, it's just kind of like the regular routine on chore day, and then other days I'll fill up my water, which I pull up to a Primo where there's filtered water, and I probably pay $5 total for about 10 gallons, give or take, every time I fill up water, and I might do that once a week. I think my chores, I tend to do clothes maybe once a week, water once a week. Usually whatever I'm replenishing or whatever chores I have to do, whether it's maybe I'll get some more eggs or something, or a little bit of groceries I'm eating on. Once a week kind of seems to be like the normal practice at a regular pace. And I already filled up water a couple days ago, and right now I'm actually about to head to Walmart. It is 19:24 on Pacific Coast time, which means it's 7:24. And as you can see, I mean, it's dark over here. The sun goes down around 19:15, so it just went down literally like 10 minutes ago. But I'm heading to Walmart because I need to use the bathroom. So just a note for, you know, living van life, you want to make sure that if you need to use the bathroom, it's not in the middle of the night if you can help it. I was gonna do a little more recording, but you know, the sun's down, and I like recording when there's like natural light outside. It just kind of makes it easier, and I feel like for a viewer it feels better to watch a video when the sun's out, unless, like, you know, it's an intentional nighttime video. But all right, good morning guys. If you want a raw and uncut version of what I look like when I wake up, I look like a crude. But yeah, at our spot, we're just on the side of the road right here, and it seems to be a semi-popular spot for van lifers, RV lifers, etc., van dwellers. And this is what it looks like in here whenever you neglect or postpone your chores. So I got my clothes right here to put up, my sheets on the bed not organized, this right here, the trash, and I'm just kind of hanging out. So normally my morning routine consists of, I'll brush my hair and brush my teeth, just do a whole bunch of brushing, and then let me see if this will stand up. Yeah, so I just kind of, you know, make sure I don't look absolutely like too crazy, you know, if I can help it. I might not can help ugly, but I can do my best for crazy. So I just try to, you know, maintain some kind of I've been using some bourbon Head and Shoulders. I started using Head and Shoulders last winter because my scalp was getting dry and I was all dandruffing out and whatever. And so long story short, I've been using Head and Shoulders up until that point, or from that point moving forward still. And lately I've been on this bourbon, man, and it smells really good. And I feel like it kind of lingers around in my hair. All right, where's I need my mirror, aka selfie camera. Do a little bit of pulling it back, and then, you know, this is where bandanas come in clutch with maintaining your hair. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, get ready with me. GRWM. We're not ready to conquer the day. I just need to brush my teeth, but I'm about to cook first, so I'm gonna save that for after. And I'm just gonna put some eggs together. I've been doing this really weird breakfast combo where I'll do like some eggs with salsa verde y rotel y some Valentina hot sauce, and it just feel like it touches so many taste buds. And yeah, I don't know, it's just a weird kick I'm on right now. I kind of, looking back, I've noticed I go through these weird like phases. Like I was on a burger kick a few months ago, and now I'm on like this weird egg thing I got going on, and it's all right, we'll phase through it, we'll get through. But right now it's amazing. And just FYI for anybody who doesn't know,
I'm trying to make it up north, but I've been really taking my time, and every day I struggle with.
Alyssa's finally back on YouTube. It was only been 4 months since she posted a video, and today was her first post in like quite some time. So exciting to watch her. I was just watching her, and then I was like, okay, I need to do my own video. I need to work on my own. And also today's Sunday, so after I shoot this, I'm gonna go head over to a church I found over here, cause that's, you know, what I've been doing lately. So yeah, man. And me sharing all this information with you is important or relevant to the video because you know, whilst maybe a little less entertaining, it is all kind of, you know, exactly how things go at times. So let me go ahead and pull out our new cooking stove for the first time, and we get to cook on that today. So I am excited for that reason too. It's the first time cooking on the new stove. So let's go ahead and pull it out. I'll just kind of use it as a table substitute when it comes time to the stove up. And you know, I kind of like that because it actually gives me some more clearance, and I may actually rock with it like this, and that's really not a difficult task to do. And then just, if you gotta see, just leave that wing open. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's cool. It's kind of cozy. The only drawback is if I need to, whatever I need to cook, I'm gonna have to like get it out beforehand. So, but that's about it. Good enough of a sacrifice for me, to be honest. So, now that I've finished the demonstration, let me actually get my groceries out. I really like this thing compared to the other one. It's like durable. It feels sturdy. It feels like you can just beat it up, you know, if you needed to. If you just got a domestic urge one day. I got eggs. Oh, chorizo. Rotel. And I've been on this, it's the Mexican style lime and cilantro rotel. Lord have mercy. That stuff is so good. And before we get too established, I'm about to go around the back and grab a pan. So bear with me. You thought I was gonna leave you over there stranded by yourself? Of course not. I'll take you with me. I believe in battle buddies. Alright. Well, typically I use my small pan, but it's dirty and I cook some stuff that's kind of annoying to clean. So we're just going to use another pan. Kind of get it all stuffed in there. Voila. And that's how we get in and hide ourselves away from the world when we're feeling like being introverted. Whoo! Well. Let's get our cooking station put together. Oh, I forgot to grab my little cooking swab. That's what I like to call it. My little swab, you know, because it's just so smooth. Swab. It just really gets up underneath them eggs. Let's see. Yeah, it just feels very fitting, you know what I mean? So anyway, woo! I just put a lot of dead skin cells in the pan on accident. Just kidding. Not really. Now for the real deal, this one's not a demonstration. We're getting straight to it. I'm trying to see if I like the lid back or yeah. All right, well, one arm will do. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Just trying to feel underneath the couch for El Propano. This is a new one. Where's the one that's already hooked up? We're 0 for 2 so far. Where did I put it at? Ah. You got me. Well, well, well. Okay. Am I missing something here? Maybe press a little harder. Ah. Just takes a little elbow grease. A little more force than what your boy Big Nug has. All right. Pan on eye. I'm gonna assume. Oh, this must be a lighter stove. Okay, I thought we had a little igniter click, but it's all right. I come prepared. I keep a lighter, not because I smoke, but because I have a candle. One of my favorite color of blue is this light blue right here. All right. Okay, also, I kind of like that this stove right here. The one I had before was so like hair trigger, you know what I mean? Like just any little movement makes such a big difference. This one I feel like you actually get some turning room. Woo! Scared me every time, even though when you anticipate it. All right. And this is how hot we can get. All right. Almost twist the knob off. I got that thing so high. Just want to test it out. Never need too much, man. This is a low heat. All right. All right. And I've also commandeered some paper plates. So we'll be using them today. We'll get our butter spray loaded down. Oh yeah. First meal on the new stove. And we're keeping it classic. I'm gonna use this for seasoning today. I'm gonna put some curry in there. I'll put some pepper, salt, little bit of everything, kind of low key. And I guess I'll do some tortillas for fun, just to kind of make things interesting. All right. Let's see here. I like to let it get just a little hot first. What's this? Okay, I was making sure that wasn't a hair. It was just some scratches in the pan. This here is what I call bed and breakfast. Or, in my case, futon and breakfast. Is it a shell? Oh, sure was. I'm trying to debate 3 or 4. How am I feeling? I'll go 4. Yeah, I'm shelling all over the place today. Come here, you. All right, hold on for everything gets hidden under cooked egg white. It's hardening, it's hardened quick. They say the trick to get egg shells out of the egg if you drop it in there is to use the egg shell. to scoop. So now this is my trick, if anybody wants to know, if anybody cares or doesn't know. I let the bottom cook. I let the eggs cook enough to where we get a good solid like undercarriage of the egg. And then typically that helps us get a, like, that's how I'm able to swoosh them around and non-stick and all that good greatness that we really go for. So I just give it a second. I don't try to flip too early or maneuver too early. Let that bottom get cooked on there. And then we'll do some editing or some adjusting. First person POV. Damn, that was a failed whistle attempt. Dang. Can't whistle right now. Okay, I can normally whistle. This isn't a problem for me in my everyday life. But for some reason, my lips are being a little camera shy. There we go. We just had to warm them on up. You know, sometimes you just gotta have a little warm up, man. If you're a little shy, you just gotta take the necessary preparation. Anyway, this is where we go ahead and season them. Do a little curry powder, which you might be like, curry on eggs? Well, don't worry. The first time I did it, I was saying, curry on eggs. So basically, we're one and the same. But it's actually a pretty good touch. And since this pan's so big, these eggs are, this thing's spread out like in a 10-inch diameter here. I mean, this is pretty funny. This is how I find humor doing van life. I laugh at how I cook eggs. I'm a loser. All right, get some black pepper going on. If it wants to cooperate, there we go. Get that all on there, smothered and covered. What else we got? Do some salt. And we're getting about that time to where we can unsurface the bottom and kind of let the little uncooked egg slide underneath. Like so. This is how you kind of, just like that. Low and slow, baby, low and slow. And look how that just comes off the bottom. And if I feel like I need a little extra which is how I'm feeling right about now, I'll reach back over to my butter spray, and on one-handed attempt, I'll kind of line the edges to where when I lift it up, we can get a little oil sliding right up under there and help out with the dexterity. And look at that thing, man. We've got a freaking egg pizza. And this thing smells awesome. Right here, we've got a little hiccup, but it's alright. Got a treatment for that. Hold your breath for 30 seconds. Every problem has a solution. Alrighty. See, we're starting to get that razzle dazzle. I'll tell you what I haven't mastered yet, and this is probably where we're going to ruin the entire aesthetic of this, and that's the flip. And let me go ahead and cut us down a little bit here. I believe we're going up. Oh. There we go. Perfect low flame. Some egg dough. Look at that. Y'all see it. Y'all see that? That's how you get that thing just right, son. You get her just right there, boy. And just let it cook for a little while, and once it gets tough enough, we're gonna go for the flip. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how the flip's gonna come out on this because it is such a wide piece of egg. I may just need a pan toss it, you know what I mean? Just kidding. I probably failed miserably, so we're not gonna do that. But we're coming along. I need both hands for this. Had to put y'all down, but don't worry, you're with me in spirit. We're gonna go for, oh, it's already ripping. Guys, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do our best. I don't even have a good strategy here. Maybe, just maybe, we can do some kind of like half omelet, and we can kind of pump fake it to where we flip the top over, woo, and then slide the bottom out if we can get it in time for it seals the deal. Or we may be stuck with an omelet. No! We cracked the integrity. Just trying to roll it over. Roll it over, roll it over. I don't know, guys. I don't know if we're going to work out. You know what? I'm just going to hold tight on the omelet. Because honestly, it looks good anyway. I really should start doing omelets now. I never thought of that. It kind of inspired me to do omelets. Like, you know, we do some whisk it up and put some pretty good stuff up in there. I think I might try to do an omelet soon. Cause I never cooked omelets. My dad made an omelet before, and I think he put some flour in his eggs. And look, I don't know what he does, but man, you don't question it when you're eating it. I know that. That stuff's off the chain. Okay, well, let's go ahead and transfer this egg over to the plate. We'll have it sitting up nice and pretty. And let's see, we can just slide it off there, son. Dang, that took some. It's a heavy pot. We need our spray. Put a little bit of spray in here just so we don't boom, boom, boom. A little bit of chorizo. What's this one? This is beef. I've been trying the pork and the beef. Let me close this. I tried the pork and the beef, and yeah, I don't really know which one I prefer. They're both good, to be honest. I mean, just like that. And I'm gonna show you how I like to do my chorizo because this stuff is high in fat, and I notice it likes to pop. So I kind of, like, you see that grease splattering? That's what we don't want. So I just kind of beat it down like this. We'll try to cool down this simmering situation we got. Let this cook for a little while. And then once we let this cook for a little while, I'll go ahead and throw in our additives, which is going to be the rotel and salsa. I've tried it in a couple different ways, and I learned that I like to mix the salsa with the chorizo. I like to mix it all together and heat it up, and then make it one kind of little collage ordeal, and it tastes better. Insert salsa. And some of our Mexican style rotel. And then you pick some more of that up. Now that this is all coming together, starting to heat up. Shortly, here momentarily, it's going to be time to transfer it to the plate. And that looks like a winner to me, baby. So, and this is how we do this. Get our suave. And just lay it on top of there, baby. Look at all that. And we've got a little extra meat to kind of add as a filler. That chorizo, it makes it feel like this meal isn't so light on you when you're just eating eggs. And we've got the flavor of the green salsa. We got the rotel, the chorizo on its own. And you know, I'm gonna top it off with that Valentina hot sauce. Now, there's a couple of tortillas going. Starting to cool off a little bit up here, so cooking inside actually feels pretty good, as opposed to the summer whenever it's super hot and you wouldn't ever think about doing something like this. Now we're gonna top it off with that hot sauce. A good little, you know, a good little kind of tangy kick. And this hot sauce really isn't hot. It's kind of more flavorful. Personally, I generally prefer like a hotter hot sauce, but for what I'm going for, I like the weird flavors, man. I almost got a palate like I'm pregnant or something, because I've been craving weird combinations of stuff. Full disclosure, not pregnant. While we got the tortillas going, I just want y'all to check this out, man. Get a good close up. Woo! I don't know how that looks to y'all. You could either love it or hate it, but I tell you what, from my angle, there's a lot of love making. Y'all get to spend Sunday morning with me, man, and I really appreciate it. I like it. Just cooking up a little breakfast, you know, kind of casual van life day where I cut the fire off, boop, and just like that. Let's be careful not to grab the pan. I don't want hot hands. Woo! And just like that, man, there we go. Get a little bit of organization going on here for my sanity. Having that little Tupperware, or I keep calling it a Tupperware, having that tub really makes things like, it just makes me feel so much better on the inside. I'm sure you can relate somehow to something that bothers you, and then you finally fix it, and then there you go, problem solved, boom boom. But here we go, guys. This is what I've been on lately, man. I've been craving this. It's just like I said, the eggs with the chorizo and the salsa and the rotel with the hot sauce and tortillas, usually in the morning or something, in my big, like, you know, my meal of the day where I'm getting all my calories and stuff in. Time to devour. Had to get my spoon and dive in. Just every flavor I want to attack. I'm always eating my hair, but I gotta admit, it's not as tasty as I would like for it to be. It's 10:17 right now, so I guess I had bad time management thought process. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna finish up this breakfast plate, and I'm just gonna brush my teeth and get ready to head over to church. And then when I get out, I'm going to take care of all my chores in here. I'm gonna wash the dishes, put my clothes up, bed up the bed, or, you know, put the sheets on. And that'll be about it, guys. So, you know, these little bit of activities is in the course of 24 hours. It may not be the same day, but within 24 hours. And this is kind of what it looks like. Either way, guys, I'm about to smash this, and I'll be right back. Forgot I had Pink Floyd on in my pocket. I gotta turn that off before I get copyrighted. Woo. Well, it is time to skedaddle, my good friends. So, voila! I will see you, beautiful people, at the church. All right, guys, so as you can see, we made it back to my spot. And just gonna get the sheets on, make the bed up, and then get the clothes put up. And these dishes, as far as they go, I'm gonna soak them, and I'm probably not gonna mess with them in this video because I'm gonna let them soak, because that stuff that's in there is pretty crusted in. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on that so we can wrap it up. Voila! And just like that, we're caught up on chores. Now, time to get them naked feet on that carpet, because that's what makes it feel super homey in here. I pulled out the guitar for the first time in a long time the other day. And now that it's out, I'll struggle for you on cam. Sounds good. All right. This is an improv Something in the Orange by Zach Bryan. I hope. I suck. But look, just to give you a little something, we got oh, hold on, slow. Anyway, all that. Work in progress. I suck. Yeah, guys, this is pretty much it, man. This is the life. This is the life I live. Just kind of kick up, post up, chillax. Still got the dishes over there need to be done. You know, now that I've been on the road for this long, I kind of have an idea of the things that may be necessary and the things that I would like to have and the things I could do without. And I gotta say, man, it's been a very awesome experience. I've had a lot of fun, and it's everything I was hoping for. Literally everything I was hoping for, even at times where I feel like, you know, I may be struggling or, you know, just whatever the case may be, it's all like it's never bad. It's always just kind of, you know, another day. Listen, what does today bring? And if you think about it, in reality, that's all life is, period. You know, this just seems a little more uncertain to I guess in the eyes of a viewer, but in reality, the concept of what happens in van life is easily translatable to the concept of what happens in your everyday life, which is uncertainty. You know what I mean? So I think it's an interesting takeaway after being on the road for this amount of time, and I think it's been very, very, very awesome to be able to live in this van, and most of the time it's comfortable. It's gotten hot a couple times, but you know, you just find a way to you know, find some kind of comfort or excitement in what's going on. You know, during the heat of the summer, I would probably spend more time. I would spend a lot of time outside of the van, which had me exploring a lot. And I was in coffee shops, just chilling, meeting people, talking to people. And if anybody who's new here doesn't know, you know, I've had DPDR, which is like a mental health disorder I've had going into this. So that in its own way was pretty helpful, good practice. You know, it kind of forced me to get out there, forced me to communicate, be more sociable, which is cool, man. You know, it's led me to a lot of fun times. It's led me to a lot of good experiences. And it's overall, it's been fantastic. Van life is everything I possibly could have imagined, and I love it. But I will say this, being up here in the PNW, I realize how kind of unfriendly the environment is to the van life community, in a sense, as far as you know, staying at Walmart's, for an example. Staying at Walmart's, everybody's pretty much cracked down on it. And you know, certain places you go, they'll be like that. You know, Cracker Barrels are supposed to be a good spot to RV camp, and you know, even the Cracker Barrels are non-participants up here. But with that being said, I could see the future. Like, you know, fast forward, I can see that being an issue for van lifers down the line. I don't exactly know how long it would take for the rest of America to kind of catch up to that kind of environment for van lifers. But considering the rate of us is rising, I would imagine the way that cities react to it would rise as well. So I think that would be something to consider for sure. And it's something I do consider. And, you know, I guess would I see myself doing this forever? You know, probably not permanently, but it's definitely fun for now, and I've got some time to put into it. I mean, I'm just chilling, man. We're just chilling, literally. Just kick back. I'm as cozy as I could ever be. I think my words for anybody considering van life, if that may be you, or if you kind of hesitant on would it work out, and you're like capable, you know, like you don't have any relatives you're taking care of, you know, apart from situational things, if this is something you're considering and you're just hesitant for the sake of fear, man, I would say just get out there, because it's awesome. And you know, it's what you make it. I mean, a lot of the takeaway from van life really translates over to regular life. Like, it's not just van life, it's just how life is, man. It's like, and you know, fear can hold you back from some great things, and that doesn't just apply to van life. You know, that's just life in general. And you know, being scared that something's gonna happen, you know, something can happen always at any moment, regardless of what lifestyle you live. So I guess with all that being said, I've learned a lot doing van life. I've got some insight into life and some things that I really do appreciate, and it's just allowed me to kind of grow. It's allowed me to kind of grow within myself and rewire the things I value and what's important, and you know, I guess how we should spend our time, our limited amount of time here. That's kind of more the in-depth insight, the insight aspect of van life. However, I will say, van lifing for 6 to 9 months, we'll just say that range. You know, I've got pretty accustomed with public bathrooms. What else? As far as eating goes, I cook a lot of simple stuff, you know. just simple things that I can consistently cook. Typically, I don't want to just always be doing a different recipe every time I cook. It's just for me, I would say it's unpractical. Just because I kind of, you want to get some kind of routinic lifestyle. Man, I've even improved my sleeping schedule doing van life. I'm usually asleep by like 10, and every morning I wake up like 7:30. And before this, when I was working, I was like, the job I was doing, tanking barges, I was on call. So it wasn't a routine sleep schedule. And I think it's stuff like that, little things like that, that play a part in your overall health in life, like your lifestyle quality, etc. So yeah, I got a normal sleep schedule. I'm drinking a lot more water. I'm outside a lot. You kind of forced to interact with people to an extent, and I enjoy it. Me personally, I love to be out and amongst people and talking where it's a good, friendly environment. Before I started van life, I've always appreciated the idea of just being able to travel anywhere you want, and it just being like affordable. So I was like, okay, a lot of people when they go on trips, man, you spend a lot of money on the transportation to get there and the room to stay. So I was like, man, I'm traveling in the van. I got my hotel on wheels, and it just cost me the fuel to get there, and then whatever you're eating on your trip. So it's a cool lifestyle. I appreciate it. I wouldn't mind always having a van. Even if I, moved into something else after this, I would love having something I could just take up and go somewhere and just have my own, where all it costs me is how much it costs to get there, fuel wise. And everybody, hey, load up, we about to take a trip, load up in the van. And it's just kind of neat. It's a cool experience. It makes me feel like I took a big step back in time. We've got a TV hanging off the roof right here. We got a fridge. We got an AC for when it's hot. We got the futon. We got the cockpit hidden behind this lovely tapestry. We got an emergency toilet. We got a little storage bin. The kitchenette. It's cool, man. It's a lot of accommodations. I think something too that I find important is making sure I maintain my relationships, like my inner circle relationships. I spend a lot of time on the phone. I'll be talking to my friends, family, keeping in touch, I think is important. And I think that would be important for anybody, no matter how lonely or unlonely of a person you may be. You want to have some kind of consistent contact with some kind of loved one or friend, etc. And that's because every day, sometimes you get a little lonely out here, and having a friendly companionship or just a friendly convo, it can really go a long way. So I'd say that's necessary. I feel like I have really learned to not, in a sense of me doing what I enjoy, it has really enabled me to not care about other people's opinion. Like whether I'm out in public, whether I'm posting a video, it just, man, it really, I look at it like, man, at the end of the day, I'm doing things I enjoy. I'm doing things that make me happy. And that's it. I've gotten to a point to where the things I do make me happy. And anybody that may have, I guess, an opinion in a negative direction, it's just like, like if somebody might be judging me or have an opinion about what I'm doing or something I do, or maybe how I look that day or whatever, man, like, it's all good with me. It's okay. It doesn't matter, because I'm happy. You know what I mean? And that makes such a big difference. And instead of being bothered by what other people may think or feel, it's just a sense of peace, because it's like, I'm doing, I'm doing what makes me happy. It's like you can't be upset. It's just kind of, you just can't. But I've also, I found a different sense of peace in my life. I spend a lot of time on the road reflecting. Like I said, I've been in the scripture lately. I've been going to church, etc. So I've got a sense of peace, man, that's just, can't nobody take it from me. So I think that is the biggest takeaway from van life, or just this era of my life. Even when I'm having like down days versus up days, it's still peaceful. It's still joyful. Something that I would like to do, or something I wish I would have done, is kind of just more introspective, kind of talking to the camera. I wish I not that it's not too late or anything, but I wish I would have documented how I feel along the way. Like, okay, what's on my heart at this point, you know, and then what's on my heart at this point, and then kind of just seeing how it develops over time, which in its own way, the videos progressively kind of are in a documentary like that. But I think it would be cool to just express how I feel at the time, what I feel like I've learned, what I'm trying to apply at this time, and just kind of see how it progressively evolves. I think that would be cool. Something similar to what's going on right now. So I may do that moving forward, and I don't know if I'll just, you know, I don't know if I'll exactly what I would do with it. Would I post it? Would I just record it and document it for myself or what? But I think that would be cool. Either way, guys, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. I want to be able to get this out to you guys today. Simpler video, nothing really going on, but you know, I mean, it's all part of the lifestyle. I guess if you made it to the end, thank you for watching. If you're new, welcome to the family. If you're not subscribed, please do me a big favor and just click the subscribe button, because my channel's reflecting it. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being here, and I've got some exciting videos coming up still. Don't worry, I'm just throwing this in here so we could add some content and maybe to reach a different like a broader audience. But either way, as always, it's Big Nugget, and I'm out.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall.